Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Panzer Corps II. Its first DLC pack just came out a few days ago, and that's what we'll be playing today. That is the Spanish Civil War DLC pack. This is part number 4 in our look at the Spanish Civil War. It's actually the second battle in the series, but the 4th video. And it is a battle where we're trying to destroy an enemy battleship, trying to take some key enemy positions, but it's the first time where we don't actually get to directly command the ground units. That's sort of this DLC's main sort of catch, if you will, or pull, if you will. It's the main new feature is that the majority of the ground units that you fight with are actually AI controlled. You command the specialty units, the armored units, the artillery, the anti-aircraft, but all the infantry is AI commanded. You can give them a few little insights like attack, hold, or defend, but that's about it. And so far, I've really been enjoying it. It's definitely different. It gives a different feel to the scenarios, but that's what you can see here in this battle. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump back in and see how we do. All right. Let's go after these enemy artillery pieces here. They are in better defensive terrain. Oh, there's minefields out here to the east that kind of close off the map here going further east. But we did take this one objective out this way. All right, 2 to 4, that's pretty good. 1 to 5, that should drive them back. If not, outright destroy them. Well, it just drives them back. I'll pursue with the anti-tank gun, mainly just to destroy it. So we finish them off. Okay. Did I move everybody else? Feels like it. Our artillery can swing somewhere. Move a little bit south. And then this tactical air unit still hasn't attacked. So we'll go ahead and attack this infantry in the south. Hopefully it makes it easier for our Italian troops and our other units down here in the south. And that's going to do it. All units to attack. Move forward to turn number 9. We're halfway through this battle. All right, that fight 3 to 5 in our favor. Drove them out. Went and took the objective, then attacked again, and they got 7 to 2 in our favor. See if the AI keeps the pressure up. A large amount of their units were like out of the fight for 3 turns there, so that was part of the problem. Their tactical bombers come right back in, which is good. Their fighters fell back to reinforce, but that should allow me to finish off this tactical air unit. Enemy artillery moving kind of all over the place, softening up these anti-tank guns. And the Italian infantry in the south there. Wow, that infantry attacking our anti-tank guns didn't do anything. Usually infantry against anti-tank guns are very effective. Oh yes! This recon car just encircled the entire enemy position. Force them to surrender. Alright, now... Alright, so anti-aircraft to move first. Destroys one. Fighters come up here. Shoots the other one down. Very nice. Good result there. Alright, these are enemy anti-tank weapons in our front. Let's do this. Let's move some tacticals here to finish off this enemy ground unit. Not because it's the best use of my attack in terms of damage done, but it means I can move my anti-tank forward. Well, maybe I don't want to do that. let's use our other tactical bombers here. 0 to 2, that's a good result. I wonder if my Italian troops can get over there. 1 to 3, I'll take it. Okay. All right, so we drove it back. We drove it up the mountain. Our fighters will strafe there. Our tactical bombers come down here. Maybe finish off this enemy anti-tank gun. Got him. Nice. Forgot about this enemy armored car up in the north. I really should have been doing something against it. All right, we'll rebase this guy forward. And this guy forward. So most of our aircraft, or at least a large number of my aircraft, have been rebased forward. We've encircled the enemy, and I'm taking the moment to reinforce some of our units. Move our armor up here. All right, so I think that does it for these guys. Guess we should really make sure they're still encircled, though. Which I think, I mean, they're pretty comfortably encircled, I think, at this point. Okay. Keep those guys there. All allied units to attack and move forward. Come on, Republicans, do your thing. 6 to 1 against that anti-tank gun. They really like to keep the pressure up. They'll finish it off there, 3 to 1. Then they'll attack these infantry in the south. They'll attack this armored car on one of the objective points and destroy it. They're bringing these other 3 units further forward here. Not quite back in the fight, but almost. Meanwhile, the enemy's going to try and break out with their armored cars in the north. Doesn't work. Their artillery does work on softening up our anti-tank guns, but I don't really care about that. Infantry versus tanks there. A frontal attack. They should get less effective with every turn also, although our recon cars versus their anti-tank guns are probably not a good match. Surprisingly, their fighters didn't come back in this turn. I don't see enemy flak anywhere around here, so that's good at least. We'll hit the artillery with 0 to 4. The recon cars here were 0 to 2. Our recon cars can't really attack the enemy very well down here because they've got anti-tank guns in support. Alright, so we drove that recon car back. Then destroyed this one. I'll take the 3 casualties to inflict heavy losses on their artillery. Okay, reinforce this guy. Where did the Italian infantry go here? Alright, so let's finish off that enemy infantry. We'll strafe with our fighters. We'll attack with our infantry here. Destroyed them. Meanwhile, my artillery can't get in range this turn. One of them can. The other guys are going to have to move a little bit before they can get back into range. Okay. Let's use this moment here to rebase our air units. Probably better to rebase them down here, actually. Be a little bit closer to the fight. Have all units attack. And move forward to turn number 11. Alright, so we secured the airfield. Ju-52 bomber conversions are deploying for combat. So by taking this airfield here near Antiqua, The enemy, I think, will become less effective now that this is turn number 2, that they're out of supply, or at least in theory surrounded or encircled. The pocket's being reduced. There's 3 enemy units still in it. It looks like they reinforced those fighters, though, and they came down here and did quite a lot of damage to our Ju-52s. Hopefully my fighters can come up here and maybe we can reinforce the Ju-52s. I think the Ju-52 was a recon vehicle, or a troop transport, wasn't it? All right, first things first. Let's get this flak on them. So we'll suppress them. We won't really destroy much. 1 to 2. Zero to 2. Actually, we got 3 there. Good result. Predicted for 1. Can we outperform and shoot it down? No, we can't. I can't reinforce these guys by the looks of it. I also can't fly them around. Lame. All right, successfully destroyed that guy. The road south toward Malaga is blocked by mines. Okay. All right, I probably should have used my bombers there. Huh. So I can move my infantry, my Italian infantry here over the mountains. Do a little bit of damage to that artillery unit sitting behind our lines, and then I'll order the Nationalists to attack everything. All right, so we've captured all the victory hexes now. We just destroyed that Republican unit that was surrounded. Destroyed another Republican unit that was surrounded. So all of these bases in the north are under our control. God damn it, these enemy fighters are savaging. Where are these guys coming from? Out of nowhere. A level 10 fighter just shows up. So there's 2 enemy fighters. I think I kind of completely forgot about this guy down here. Got him. Alright, so one of the 2 enemy fighters is shot down. Reinforce those guys. Looks like there's more enemy troops showing up here. Primarily artillery up there. Definitely attacking in the wrong sequence. Okay. So we drove them back. We'll have my air units pursue. Alright, so we drove the enemy artillery back here. Maybe our air units will finish it off here? Yep, got him. All right, we'll order all units to attack. Be great if I could, like, bomb minefields into nothing. Alright, so we drove that guy back. No, we destroyed it. Nice. I guess I can bomb these guys into nothing, but there's a gigantic strong point in the way. Hey, we found the enemy battleship. So we inflicted 1 casualty on it. It's down here. The secondary objective here is to destroy it. So we've captured all the victory hexes. We've got the main and one of the bonus objectives. We still have a secondary bonus objective to destroy that. I guess we'll just attack the other ones with our remaining Ju-52s. Do as much damage to the enemy navy as we can. Twalis123, thank you very much for the raid of 2. Party of 2. Party of 2. All right. Yep, that's the only unit left. So we'll move forward to turn number 13. We're having quite a bit of success early here. Looks like the Nationalists are going to attack that minefield. Of course, the enemy fighters are going to come here and attack our aircraft, although I'd rather they attack our core air units than the Ju-52s. Because they lose some casualties that way, too. Also, there's a mixed brigades coming in here in the north. I don't know if this is part of some much larger counterattack. Feels like it. Run away, Italian tanks. Don't die. Holy cow. 3 mixed brigades, artillery, anti-tank guns, all coming in the north. All right, so our fighters should go attack the enemy fighters. I really need to move this air unit forward, but fortunately for me, the enemy's still in range. I attacked in the wrong sequence again there. In any event, I at least severely damage them, so they shouldn't be too much of a threat. Meanwhile, let's go hit the Jami 1. We'll go hit the other warships here, too. Hey, we sank one! Not the one we wanted to sink, but nonetheless, a sinking is a sinking. Let's use our other Ju-52 to hit these other guys up here. I need to direct my air force against these mixed brigades that are coming in. Do a little bit of damage up there. Apparently enemy anti-aircraft guns are going to shoot at me. All right, we'll get a 1 to 3. All right, so we forced that guy to surrender. Where's our Italian infantry? Oh yeah, they're attacking over the mountains and through the woods to Malaga we go. All right, bring some of that artillery out this direction as well. They gone. Thanks for the bits. Appreciated. Can our air units weaken the... they can. The minefield. The strong point's going to be tough to overcome anyway. Also, there's no real objective out that way. Wonder if we'll see more enemy troops come over that minefield range. Attack those. Interesting that minefields appear to only act as a barrier to your movement, but they like infantry can just attack them. All right, so that's going to do it for turn 13. We'll move to turn 14. Continue the air attacks on the enemy battleship in port. You would totally rally to the song of On the Way to Malaga. You know? Why not? More enemy artillery, so more units coming across this minefield. Just a never-ending swarm. They're going to swing down and hit our recon car. They don't destroy it, and it gains a battle star. Good for you, my lads. Alright, so send in the bombers. We'll probably need one more turn to finish this battleship off in port. We will. We're basically doing one unit of damage a turn. Damaging these other ships a little bit as well. Alright, pull that recon back. I can't reach all these guys with my tactical bombers. All right. Move my artillery into position. I think we'll be able to help next turn. My Italian infantry is already too far out of the fight. I don't even know why I'm attacking that minefield. That minefield isn't blocking anything in particular. Move these guys forward to the next airbase further forward. I think I'm just going to base everybody out of this airfield here. They need reinforcements. Alright, so we've got 4 turns left, which should be plenty of time to finish the last objective. And I'm mostly just burning prestige here, reinforcing units. Okay, I'll take those casualties to weaken that enemy there. Alright, anti-aircraft will stick around the bombers just in the event the enemy shows up and we'll end the turn. So our infantry are moving forward on this enemy fort. They're also going to try and overwhelm this minefield that our Italians were working on, and they succeeded there. Enemy fighters showing back up, strafing our artillery. The fort's hurting us a little bit. We can probably flank the fort, although it may block supply because it's on that roadway, depending on how that all works. Mixed brigade's going to hurt our anti-tank. I'm guessing the mixed brigades are probably the closest thing the enemy has to regular troops. The other units we've been fighting pretty much have all been mixed brigade or militia. Meanwhile, some of our units up here are surrounded. Let's go after this enemy fighter. Yeah, I can't get him up there far enough. Oh well. We'll take our lumps. We just have to wear them down. Okay. Alright, so we'll attack that enemy anti-tank gun. We'll drive it back. The Italian tanks will pursue. Either destroy it or aircraft. Yep, we finished it off there. So we unencircled ourselves. I'll use my tactical bombers here on this enemy anti-artillery piece. Bomb it, then attack it with armor. Hopefully drive it back. Nope. Didn't drive it back. Well, crap. Well, at least we can hit this infantry, I guess. All right. Our Air Force units will help down there. Meanwhile, we'll move our bombers down here. We sank the Jabby the First. We get a commendation point for that. Okay. All right. We might sink their whole navy at this rate. Not that I don't think it gives us any bonus points. You'd think by now they'd be like, hey, we've been, getting bombed from the air for like 5 days. Maybe we should evacuate this position. All right. Okay. All right. That's going to do it for the turn. It's interesting that we have to keep playing these fights. The war is over. We've won. Another enemy fighter is showing up. Okay, just great. I mean, not the war, but the battle is over. We've won. We've accomplished all our objectives. I'm guessing this is just part of some enemy counterattack that you're supposed to hold off. I didn't even tell my units actually to attack. I didn't tell I didn't order the allies to attack this turn. I kind of forgot about that. They walked into encirclement. Good job, boys. All right. Move up here, attack this. We'll get the overrun because we destroyed the enemy unit. So then I'll go ahead and attack here against the enemy anti-aircraft gun. Pursue with my anti-tank guns here. They didn't do any damage there. The second attack does do a little bit of damage, and they force him to surrender. Nice, more than a little bit of damage. All right, we'll attack there. Armor drives them back. Pursue with our recon cars. Maybe force them to surrender? No, but we did gain a star, for whatever that's worth. All right. Now let's use our air units to crush what's left of them. 0 to 0. They're good against ships. We should be able to finish off 2 more of these enemy destroyers. Hardy things, these destroyers. All right, use those bombers to hit those guys. We'll use our fighters or bombers here to hit this infantry. Then our Italian armor will attack. It'll drive them into a new hex. Then our tactical... I'm not sure which one of these are even our bombers anymore. I think they might all be fighters here. Tactical bombers over here, though. Finish these guys off. Nice. Enemy's dead. They're dead. Reinforce these, just in case. Reinforce our fighters also, since we did see another enemy air unit that'll be showing up next turn, probably from over here. Guess we'll attack these guys. Why not? Just keep bombing Malaga. Destroy that enemy minefield, too. Order the allies to attack. And go. Alright, so they might try and attack this enemy strong point, but they're just going to keep losing casualties, apparently. Meanwhile, enemy recon cars move forward here against our anti-tank guns, but they don't fare very well. Enemy fighters come in and strafe our anti-tank guns. They do a little bit better. Apparently, there's another enemy fighter unit out by the port. More enemy artillery firing from the other side of that minefield. I mean, at this point, it's just, you know, inflict as many casualties on the enemy as you can. Okay. I could take these extra objectives, so it'd give me a little bit more victory points, I think. Alright. Drove them back pretty well. 4-2. Are these enemy fighters getting tougher, or am I own getting weaker? Maybe it's a better model? I think they're the same. I've burned through most of my cash this turn, though. Hit that enemy anti-aircraft gun. Let's see if our bombers can still get down here. There's going to be an enemy fighter nearby, but I'd love to finish off these enemy destroyers. Got one of them. Alright, finish off that recon. Attack these enemy infantry. Rebase. We full up here? We can't rebase any more units on that airfield? It's full? Looks like it. Might be better down here, though. We'll see. Alright, attack all. And end the turn. One more turn. Yeah, that's a good point. I should be doing mass attacks with my air units. My mistake. Man, they sure have a lot of artillery, though. Alright, so last turn coming. Let's use our bomber here to finish off this destroyer. We got it! Sink this one too. They've got one destroyer left in their navy. I should have attacked the enemy anti-aircraft guns first. I don't know if mass attack works with fighters. Doesn't seem to. Oh yeah, it does. Didn't shoot it down? Great, I should have used my anti-aircraft first. Fudge. Alright, artillery. Alright, finish those guys off. You do. Destroyed. And then we'll take that base. 50 prestige. Not really worth it. I mean, it doesn't really matter now. We already won, so we'll just end the turn. Whoops. Really the only thing we can do right now is lose units or lose casualties, which we have to then pay to replace, which is not great. Why do you guys keep killing yourself on that strong point you're not even damaging? Oh no, they took back that base. That doesn't matter. All right, victory there. Historically, the Condor Legion raid on Malaga only damaged the Jami I. The battleship would go on to survive additional bombing attacks before finally being lost to catastrophic internal fires and explosions. Though the fires were thought to have been accidental, some suspect it was sabotage. I'd have to look into the Jami I. And Jamie or Jami, I may be mispronouncing it. It's probably Jamie, right? Okay. So good to know. Nice little history lesson there. That'll end the debriefing. That's another victory there. Our best unit was the 5th Ju-52 bomber in terms of kill to loss ratio. Second best was one of our tactical bombers, I think, the HS-123A, another HS-123A, and then another Ju-52. Our first land unit, the Panzer X, was 5th down the list in terms of value there. But that's a victory there for us in this second battle, the first where you actually have to allow enemy AI units, or not enemy-friendly AI units, to do most of the ground fighting. It worked out pretty well. It also felt pretty easy, so we'll have to see how that works going forward. But with that being said, we'll take a look at the next battle next time. If that's something you guys want to see more of, let me know down below in the comments if this is something you're enjoying, if you'd like to see more of Panzer Corps II, the Spanish DLC, or if you'd like to see more Panzer Corps II of like other scenarios and battles. I'd definitely consider covering it more if there's interest and if you guys enjoy it. It's a fun little game. I shouldn't say little. It's a fun game. I enjoy it a fair amount, although I've been kind of playing other things lately, but I certainly wouldn't mind a revisit to this game, whether it's more of the Spanish Civil War DLC or whether it's other stuff. That's enough of me rambling, though, so we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed episode number 4 in our look at the Spanish Civil War DLC. We have now won the first 2 battles in the DLC pack, and the following battle is up in front of us. It looks like we get to start using our command points for the first time, but that's for another time. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.